Hello Sagittarius, this is Julie with Into Heartspace looking at the energy of November. If you haven't already, stop this video, go watch the collective poll just to give a great foundation of energy that will involve everyone. So go check that out and then come back to me. Okay. So let's call in the highest of light, the highest of energy to guide us on this reading, calling in the divine. Messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, Moon. What guidance, what energy do we have for Sagittarius? All right. Okay. One, three, four, five, six. All right, the energy coming in from October into November is the Five of Cups. So this, it's asking you to focus on gratitude, focus on what you already have. And even though in October you may have lost something could have been taken from you, focus on what you still hold dear to you and what is still there, because that is where your success, where your future lies, is in the cups that are still standing. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. Knight of Staffs, Six of Cups, Page of Swords reversed, and the King of Cups reversed. Ace of Staffs, the World, nice. Three of Pentacles reversed, Death, Wheel of Fortune, and the Three of Cups, Celebration. Okay. Okay, so let me take this in real quick. We do have two people showing up in this reading in the reverse. The Page of Swords, which is often an air sign, so Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. And then also the King of Cups, who is water sign, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, and they're both in the reverse and they're right next to each other. So I get this feeling like they may be working together against you, or they may be working together and you're like a third party to them. So it could be in relationship, you could be the person on the side and you don't know it, but more so like the Page of Swords energy is young, is very young. So this could be a child, and then the King of Cups, an adult. So you could be seeing somebody who has a child, or it could be your partner if you have a child with them. But also I do see this dynamic at work where it's like you're working with someone maybe over a project you adore, or you are working with a project with two other people and they see eye to eye, but you don't see eye to eye with either of them. And the thing is they're in the reverse, so they're not working in their highest energy. They're actually working kind of in a conniving, deceitful way. Like the Page of Swords, might just call you names and be really immature and, be like, oh, are you a slowy slowpoke? Like that is what a 5-year-old would say. And we're working at a corporation. So, this Page of Swords you could find really annoying. And then the King of Cups energy could be really moody, could be emotionally all over the place, could be really like, oh, I love you, you were such a great person, and then flip on you the next minute and be like, why don't you care about me? You're never there for me, Yeah, the King of Cups, they're moody people. They're very, very moody, and the thing is a lot of times they don't see it and they don't get it that they're being moody, because they're just kind of ebbing and flowing with the tides of their emotion. But the reason why these two are the first thing I focused on is just what is around them, what is around them here. We have Death, Three of Pentacles reversed, the World, and Six of Cups. And so you're going to have to make some decisions. You're going to have to make some decisions on how much influence they have in your life, how much influence they're going to have in your future, And if what they have to say really reflects who you are. Okay, Three of Pentacles. You know, they could be saying some really vicious things about you, about like your work, and they're not true. But are you going to take that in? Are you going to take that in as truth and then move on with that? Or are you going to put up a boundary, between you and these people who are not working in your best interest? And you have choices there, because they're going to give you some chances to get out of that situation or to lessen your interaction with them. And it's going to be up to you to jump on that. Instead of, I do feel like some Sagittarius people are going to feel like they have something to prove, like they can handle these two. And so they're going to be like, no, I'm not stepping out. I'm going to, you Sagittarius, you guys are going to, try to puff up your feathers and be like, I'm not stepping down. But is this worth it? Because with the Death card here, it's like, that's not in your best interest. This is a Scorpio card. This is a Pluto card. Death being here is like, no, look a little deeper. Like, this is not what it's truly on the surface. Even though you're working with them and maybe you could make a lot of money, even a bonus or whatever, look underneath that and see it for the truth, that this is just a little immature baby and that this is an overgrown baby. And if you put all your focus into this situation, then you're going to lose out on other people who are ready to exit your life if you don't show them some attention. Knight of Staffs. And this is a fellow fire sign. So Sagittarius, Leo, who am I missing? Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. Like, there's somebody here who wants your attention, who's worthy of it. And so you need to step up into that and say, oh my gosh, you're awesome. I'm so sorry. I've been so sidetracked with some babies. And there's a future with them. There's a future with them there's this connection. It's like you look in their eye and it's like zap, yep. It's passionate, it's energetic. You feel alive with them. And if you're in a really solid relationship, and so you're not even in this realm of looking for somebody, this is you. This is a Knight of Staffs. This is you, fire. Get out of that situation so you can start a new beginning. And you have to take those steps to get to your future, to get to the world. Which is like, this is the end and the beginning, 21. And I love that the world right here is linked with the Wheel of Fortune, okay? Like, you have to see the Knight of Staffs is turning their back on all of this. Turning their back on what is happening here with this malarkey, with these two people. And going off on their own adventure. You have to let this die. Okay? So that you can come down to the Wheel of Fortune. So that you can come down to your Jupiter, your expansion. We also have the Three of Cups, and this is linked to the World and Wheel of Fortune, and also the Three of Pentacles too. And I can totally see why it's linked here, because you have to, once again, create that boundary, because they're going to try to sway you out of your future, these two people. They're going to say, no, you can't do it. You're not worth it. You need us. You need us to be successful. And you can't take that in. You have to let that go in order to get to your joy and your Wheel of Fortune and your celebration. And I do want to put a spin on this too, that it's not just work. I do feel like for a lot of you guys that it's going to be in a work situation. But this could be in a family dynamic. Like, this could be sisters, a sister and brother. This could be mother, father, who are just breathing down your neck on what you need to be and who you need to be and what you need to do. So just pay attention to if you start to feel smaller, if you start to feel like, well, I can't do it, no, I'm not good enough, figure, like, take stock in that and be like, where did that come from? Where did that self-doubt come from? Who seeded that within me? Bing, 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 bing. Page of Swords, King of Cups. This could be a spouse and a child, you know? This could be your husband, wife, and your son or daughter. I'm not saying that they're bad and that you need to, like, cut them out, but you do need to sometimes create boundaries, even in the family setting, so that they do not rule over your soul. Okay, so we're going to pull from the Mother Wisdom deck for some added guidance. Mountain, Presence. The same cards keep popping up in the Mother Wisdom deck. I'm pretty sure another sign got this. Mountain. All right, let me read you just a tidbit from it. But stay strong like a mountain. You know, and presence. This really speaks to also the collective reading of looking forward. Children live like the Buddha. For them, the present moment is the only moment. They embrace what life offers breath by breath. One moment a child may be awash in tears and the next chasing a butterfly. With each experience of the present, we too have the opportunity to be more fully alive. Where are you in the here and now? Are you worrying about a note that came home from your son, or have you escaped into a fantasy of another kind of life? If so, Mountain asks that you return to the present. Presence gives us a much-needed still point. Shifting seasons and fleeting lives circle Mountain's immovable mass. Her sure center serves as a world axis connecting the earthly plane to the heavenly realm. Around the world, mountains inspire worship and demand mindfulness. When you draw this card, let presence become your practice. The ascent of Mountain's steep slope serves as a walking meditation. If you are not present, you will slip and fall. If you fixate on conquering the peak, you will miss the flowers along the trail. Cultivating an awareness of each step allows anxieties to drift away. By the time you reach the top, a rarefied silence will quell any lingering agitation. Poised between heaven and earth, this is the best place to fall in love with presence, your own divine beingness that exists only in the now. Okay, and so with that, remember, listen to your heart and the body will follow. Until next time, much love, joy, and blessing.